Capricorn horoscope, the Mars-Saturn opposition on August 1st to 22nd, 2025 M. A test of endurance and transformation. Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your August 2025 forecast. This is a time of profound testing and subtle transformation for you, thanks to the celestial showdown between two of the most potent and notoriously challenging planets in astrology, Mars and Saturn. From August 1st to the 22nd, these planetary adversaries will form a direct opposition that activates major pressure points in your chart. Now, since Saturn is your ruling planet, this opposition isn't just a cosmic event, it's personal. Mars, the fiery planet of drive and aggression, will be staring directly at Saturn, the slow, wise, and heavy-handed teacher. For Capricorn, this tension touches multiple areas of your life, from your work environment to your home, from your physical body to your emotional resilience. Let's break it down in detail, explore what it means, and look at how to turn challenge into power. 1. Understanding the cosmic clash, Mars versus Saturn. Let's start by unpacking what this opposition really is. Mars is transiting your 8th house, a sector traditionally associated with transformation, shared resources, psychological depth, and sometimes loss or crisis. This placement of Mars heightens urgency, emotion, and the desire to take bold action. Saturn, meanwhile, is stationed in your 2nd house, your zone of money, values, possessions, and self-worth. As your chart ruler, Saturn is especially powerful here, but when Mars shines its hostile glare, it can feel like everything you're trying to stabilize financially or emotionally is being tested. This isn't just any opposition. This is a war between two strong-willed archetypes, your internal discipline and your reactive impulse. When these clash, you can feel stuck, like you're trying to move forward while dragging an anchor behind you. Example, imagine you're working overtime on a project that could bring in more income. Mars drives you to go faster, take risks, maybe even push yourself too hard. Saturn, however, insists on caution, asking, is this sustainable? Are you cutting corners? The result, you may feel blocked or slowed, frustrated that things aren't moving at your desired pace. 2. Work, team dynamics, and career pressure. Capricorns are no strangers to hard work. But this August, your efforts may feel twice as heavy, and not because you're slacking, but because of external pressure and team dynamics. During this Mars-Saturn opposition, collaborations and teamwork could feel draining. You might encounter colleagues who push back against your ideas, or worse, undermine your leadership quietly. It's the classic too many cooks in the kitchen scenario. Example, say you're leading a new initiative at work. You've laid out a clear, well-thought-out plan, but just when things should be rolling smoothly, a team member insists on going rogue or simply doesn't pull their weight. You try to rein them in, but they resist. That's the Mars-Saturn energy at play. The key here isn't to push harder, it's to work smarter. Instead of trying to control every detail, trust the structures you've built. Delegate wisely. Avoid power struggles. Tip, avoid micromanaging. This energy can lure you into obsessing over flaws or errors. Instead, trust your systems and focus on your long game. 3. Health and energy levels. Tension in the body. The Mars-Saturn opposition doesn't just live in your career or finances, it can take a toll on your body too. Mars represents energy, while Saturn limits and slows. When in opposition, this can show up as fatigue despite high demands, muscle tension, or headaches. Recurrence of old health issues, especially with Mars in your 8th house. There's a psychological dimension. Stress, suppressed anger, or resentment can manifest somatically. Example, you may feel unusually sluggish despite getting enough sleep, or your back pain flares up during a particularly frustrating week at work. That's your body responding to internal conflict. Tip, this is a perfect time for grounding practices, yoga, walking in nature, or deep breathing exercises. Avoid pushing your body too hard, especially through intense workouts. Instead, focus on movement that restores. 4. Home, belongings, and safety. Mars in the 8th and Saturn in the 2nd also impact your sense of safety, both physical and emotional. This transit may prompt concerns about your home, vehicle, or belongings. You might experience unexpected repairs such water leak, electrical issues, accidents involving valuables, expenses linked to home security or insurance. Example, your car breaks down just as you were saving for a holiday, or a home appliance gives out, forcing you to dip into your emergency funds. It's frustrating, but these events push you to rethink how you allocate resources. Tip: double-check warranties, locks and appliances, backup digital data. This isn't about living in fear, it's about being prepared. 5. Mental state. Frustration versus discipline. Let's be honest. This Mars-Saturn energy can make you feel like nothing is moving fast enough. Capricorns are known for their patience, but even you have limits. The emotional tone of this month could swing between frustration at external delays, self-criticism for not doing enough, a deep existential weariness. But here's the gold. Saturn doesn't test you to punish you, it tests you to strengthen you. If you endure this pressure with grace, you come out with steel in your spine and clarity in your soul. Example, let's say you've been applying for new jobs with no responses. Instead of falling into despair, use this time to refine your CV, build your portfolio, and reconnect with mentors. By the time this opposition clears, you'll be ready when opportunity knocks. 6. Emotional detachment and internal clarity. The presence of a Sun and Mercury in your 7th house of relationships during this time offers a surprising gift: clarity through conversation. While the Mars-Saturn tension simmers behind the scenes, the Sun-Mercury alignment in your opposite sign gives you tools to negotiate, clarify, and reconnect, especially with partners, colleagues, and close allies. This is a good time for defining boundaries, having the talk. In relationships, signing agreements after careful review. Example, if a personal or business relationship has felt strained, this is the time to speak clearly, without blame, but with integrity. You might say, I've been feeling overwhelmed, and I'd like to reframe how we collaborate. Your honesty will be received better than you think, especially after August 15th, when Mercury strengthens its position. 7. Turning point. After August 22nd, the clouds begin to clear. Here comes the good news. After August 22nd, the intense tension begins to lift. Saturn slowly moves away from Mars' line of fire. Your ruling planet begins to gain dignity again, and the weight you've been carrying starts to feel lighter. Here's what improves. Your energy stabilizes, money begins to flow more freely, supportive allies appear, clarity returns in long-term decisions. Better still, Venus and Mercury form powerful alignments that bring diplomatic success, romantic opportunities, and smoother communications. Example, a previously stalled deal now moves forward, a miscommunication with a partner gets resolved, or you simply find yourself laughing again, something that's felt rare lately. 8. Saturn returns to the 2nd house. Wisdom and finances. When Saturn returns to your 2nd house near the end of August and joins Rahu, or known as the North Node, a powerful theme emerges: financial wisdom. You may be drawn to consolidating your assets, cutting unnecessary expenses, building something long-term such as property, investments. There may be an unexpected lesson, such as realizing that financial freedom comes not from having more, but needing less. Example, you might cancel a subscription you never use, only to discover that freeing up that money allowed you to invest in something far more meaningful, like a course or a cause that fuels your growth. This is Saturn giving you wisdom, not just wealth. Final advice: what should Capricorn focus on? Let's wrap this up with some practical guidance. Do. Keep steady routines. Even when emotions run high, speak honestly and diplomatically, budget wisely. Especially for repairs or emergencies, be open to advice from mentors or elders. Don't rush into big financial decisions before August 22nd. Let frustration drive your actions. Take on responsibilities that aren't yours. Ignore signs of burnout. Rest is productive too. Bonus insight: a hidden opportunity. While this transit is intense, it holds a hidden gift for Capricorn: the power to transform pressure into purpose. This is the kind of month where you may be forced to confront deep fears, around failure, inadequacy, or rejection and come out stronger for it. You may say no to something that drains you and, in doing so, reclaim your power. Visualize this. A diamond forms under pressure. This August, you're that diamond in the making. Closing thought, Capricorn, the universe is not against you. It's preparing you. The opposition of Mars and Saturn is not a punishment, it's a training ground. A cosmic boot camp designed to test your patience, sharpen your instincts, and purify your intentions. If you move through it with grace and self-awareness, you will emerge not only unbroken, but evolved. So breathe, step with intention, and trust the process. You've got this.